Hey y'all, whether it's morning, evening, or afternoon, I'm just glad that you guys had decided to vibe with me, the one and only E. And today's vibe of the day is something special as always. So without further ado, I want you guys to sit back, relax, enjoy hearing my voice. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're not new here, you not new to this, you true to this. Hey y'all, what's up? What's poppin'? I hope all is well with everybody. So let's get into it. Today's vibe of the day is, excuse me y'all, sound like my voice a little raspy. I don't like how that sounds. But today's vibe of the day is company. Yes. The reason why today's vibe of the day is company is because, like I said, we're still in the peak of the new year. And I feel like this topic needs to be said, as well as the vibe needs to be, explained on a good and bad level. So let me get into it. Company. When you think of company, at times people think of like a company so there's a business. No, we're not talking about that type of company. We're talking about the people that you keep around you. We're talking about the people that you have in your circle. We're talking about the people that you consider your A1, Day 1, besties, bros, all that, sis, all that, yes. The reason why I'm talking about this is because I was watching baddies. I was watching baddies, and I'm not a big fan of the show, but within the show, it just rubbed me the wrong way because it's like, at times friends have their moments, but it's just like, if you're the type of person I keep around me, you should stand 10 toes down with me as just as much as I stand 10 toes down with you. So let me just talk about the good side of it, because I just talked about the bad a little bit, because that's how I feel when it comes to the company that you keep. So let's talk about the good side of company. The good side of company is that when you have people in your corner that have been down for you since day one, they know what's going on with you, they know what's real, they know what's not, they know your ups and downs, they know what your flaws and everything is, and they know how y'all rocking till the wheels fall off and all that good shit. Versus, now we're going to talk a little bit about the bad. Versus, if you're the company I keep and there's this situation going on and at times I might not be my best interest, or that might not be at my best, but you know what's up with me, like I know what's up with you, and you don't defend me as well as I would defend you, it's a problem right there on site. So let's get more deeper into the good part of company. When it comes to company you keep, those are the people that you know for a fact you don't need to worry about when it comes to anything, business or not. But I feel like when it comes to the business side of a company, we're going to talk a little bit about that as well, since, it's company. I feel like when it comes to the side of business, they always say don't put your family members in your part of your company. But I feel like sometimes you need them. I feel like if it's not your immediate family, then don't put them in there. But if it's other people like outside your family that you cool with, why not have them in your business when it comes to your company and things like that. But when it comes to the business side of things, the company, it's a lot that comes with running a company. It comes with a lot of baggage. You have to good and your bad days. You have days where you're making a lot of money or a lot of progress, and some days you're not making shit. And then some days it's like up or down. Some days it's surprise. You just never know. So when it comes to a company where everybody be like, I want $1 million company, you gotta put that shit on. You gotta put that shit in. It's like a lot that comes with everything that you do, especially within a company. You want to be a CEO, a boss, all that. It comes with a lot. It's not easy. And I feel the same way because I want to have my own company. I want to have my own, big old podcast platform to the point where, I have people running it to the point where it may become a broadcast or a radio station, whatever it is. So if you have a company, your name, that's your establishment, you don't want nobody fucking it up. You want the best of the best. So when it comes to company, I feel like if I was to have a company bigger than what it, global big, I don't want nothing but the best on my team. And when it comes to your company as well, you don't want nobody that don't know what the fuck they doing or don't know what they talking about. So that's why they say don't mix business with your family and don't do that. But I feel like at times, if you know your family, like if you know what your family members are good at and not good at, why not put them on the team? But if you know you got some of them family members or friends that are pushovers and get over motherfuckers, don't put them on the company. Same thing for for your friends. Don't put them motherfuckers in your company if they ain't gonna get the shit rolling. So back to company as in the people that you keep around you on the good side. Back to when I said, like, I'm the type of person that if I'm your friend, you don't gotta worry about certain stuff that you would have to worry about with them people. Like, oh, she trying to get over me. Oh, she trying to be like me. Oh, she trying to take. Nah. I'm gonna be one of your biggest goddamn cheerleaders. That's just me. For my homeboys, homegirls. I don't even like saying that sometimes. Homegirls, homeboys, like for my friends in general, and my family in general, the people that even strangers, I will be people's biggest cheerleader because you never know. Like, people don't know the story of the shit that people go through, especially when it comes to things such as even wanting to build a company, trying to get themselves together, trying to get their degree, trying to, do things out of the norm, do something that they have been dreaming for. So when it comes to the company you want to keep people that's want to see you win. People in your corner that's wanting to see you win, and you want to see them win as well. I'm real big on, like, support. Because support don't cost you nothing. Support don't cost a dime, if you ask me, because it doesn't. But people always try to find a reason to get into things and make things bigger than what they are. And I feel like at times when people turn up on the people that has been there for them, it shows that, okay, you are the company I kept around me, but now you trying to do some shady stuff to me, and I don't like that. And the saying, you growing up as a kid, be careful of the company you keep around you, because at times the company that you keep around you can either impact on you or affect you. And I feel like the company that I had around me when I was younger, they didn't impact me as much in certain ways. But then they did. It's always 50-50. You have the impact and the effect. And I know with some people out there that probably say the same thing about me. But at the end of the day, I learned right from wrong from the company that I kept then from the company I have now. When it comes to company on the good side of things, like I said, you know who's there for you, and without a doubt, if anything was to happen, they fight then and there. They're fair and fucking square. Front line, all that. Same thing when it comes to you. When it's their turn, you know what you can do and what you cannot do. And like I said, at times too, when you have the company around you, sometimes you got to tell how it is. I'd rather have company that's in my corner. I'd rather have my company that's in my corner. Tell me when I'm fucking up. Tell me when shit ain't right. Tell me if they feel like I'm changing or being wishy-washy, Rather than having company that let me suffer. See, me, I'm the type of person that I'm really good at reading people and reading things. And especially reading a room. If I feel like the vibe is off, y'all know I'm big on the vibes. Like, hello, eat with the vibes. But if I feel like the vibe is off, or somebody is off, or something just not right, and it involves the company that's around me, and that's probably their company too, I'm going to let it be said. I'm going to say it in a way, I'm going to pull you up and tell you about it. Because at the end of the day, like I say, I'm big on respect. I don't play about that. Especially if you are somebody that's in my corner, that I truly, truly, truly love and is down for, do anything for. I don't want you in a predicament with somebody that doesn't want to see you win. That's another thing too when it comes to company you keep. You can tell who's here for a season and who's here for a reason. The ones that's here for a reason, that's the ones without a doubt you don't got to worry about. Those are the ones that I don't have to really like look over my shoulder and be like, oh, they playing me. Oh, this thing, I don't have to do that. But when you have them ones that's here for a season, oh baby, sometimes you gotta keep your eyeballs on them. Because I feel like they say to you can tell who's your friend and who's your best friend. You have your friends and you have your best of friends. Sometimes your own friends we can only be here for a season, while your best of friends is here for a reason. Well, sometimes you gotta go around. But in my defense, I think right now with my friends and best of friends, it's good. The company I'm keeping right now is good. And that's another thing too. When it comes to company, you keep it a good way. It's okay. Don't even just put this on the table right now. People be like, "Oh, your circle's so small. That's so boring." No, it's not. I'm gonna tell y'all this, and y'all know I tell y'all nothing but the truth. I tell y'all the real, cause that's just me. I'm not sugarcoating shit that goes on, especially because why would I lie on a platform that I know people? Like I said, the company that I keep knows what's up with me from the top to the bottom. Know about me, you know? I'm not going to sit on here and lie on a platform. I'm going to tell you this right now. If your circle small, it's okay. Sir, ma'am, it's okay. If you got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 close people when the numbers go on. And it's okay if you do have a big circle. But at the end of the day, you have to be able to know who's good company and who's bad company, especially when you get older. I feel like you find out who's there for you once you get legal. When you turn legal, I feel like that's when shit gets popping off. And then also like that little thing they used to have growing up on social media. I'm gonna say like they may be still lingering around today, but I haven't seen it. I'm gonna say last time I probably seen it was out in high school. You know, when they be like, your freshman year, you have a lot of friends. You got a big company, you got a big friend circle. 10th grade year is get a little smaller. 11th grade year gets smaller. 12th grade year gets real small. Because at times, like I said, when you get to a certain point in life, things change and people change. People is here for a season and some is here for a reason. And you find out who your real friends are when shit hits the fan, or when you need them, or when they need you. Yeah. Let that sink in for a minute, y'all. Like, we all had the moments where we had people in our life where they know what was up and they know what was not up. I feel like them friends that know you like the back of your hand is them best of friends. Them friends that semi know, want to be like, oh my God, are you okay? They're just friends. But your best of friends are going to be like, what's up? Like, what's going on? Are you okay? Like, they're going to get down to the business. Even though, like I said, it's levels to all the friendships, Going back to the episode I had on friends, I'm going to do a little recap on that too, because the company you keep also impacts with friends, also within the family level as well. Okay? So we talk about 3 things here. Company as a business, company in a good way with impacting your family and your friends, and company in a bad way within your family and friends. So I'm just making sure y'all are hearing me, because I feel like I'm getting a little bit off track, but we back. So we're on the part now of, basically just the good and the bad of company with their family and friends. So yeah, when it comes to the people that you keep in your life, the company that you keep, you gotta be real careful with it. You gotta be careful with it, because at times we pick up on habits of our friends, and we always try to pick up the good habits, not the bad ones. And I just thought about it before I recorded. I was like, when I was younger, one of my very close best friends, he could tell you right now, he was on the show already, Dion. He could tell you already. We were younger, I was quiet as a mouse. I didn't start being so vocal like this probably until my 7th grade year. 7th grade going on to 8th grade year. And the reason why I say that is because, at times you get to observe a lot of things. You get to observe a lot of people. Like I said, I'm good at reading a room. I'm big on vibes, and I'm big on reading the room. Even within a job setting, as well as being a student at a university. I'm gonna get a little deep in that as well. Because sometimes you create the friendships that you do at, a company that you work for, or a school or university, wherever you attend to. So when I thought about it, I was like, I didn't have a lot of friends back then. The company I didn't keep, I didn't have to worry about, like, oh, them friends that was fast and ass. Sometimes I feel like we're younger, we can't control how our friends are. I can't, but I feel like once we get older, I feel like once you reach 18, that's when reality hit. But I feel like when you hit them 20s, that's when shit gets too real. Like, so when I got older, high school and graduated out of high school and went to college and seeing how a lot of things went, I was very, 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 very big on the company that I kept because, like I said, once you hit 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, all that shit gets real. When I turned 18, I was straight out of high school. I was 17 when I graduated. The month after graduation, I just turned 18. Then, after that, straight went to college, community college online, because during the pandemic. The friends that I kept, that I was really, 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 really close with, that's my dogs, forever them. And then some of the people that I was cool with, was friends, like, it's no bad blood, we just don't talk like that no more. And some, we just had to keep, our distance. And it's okay, because like I said, at times you need to notice the red damn flags. Like I said, I'm very big on observing vibes. I'm big on observing a room. If I don't feel comfortable and I don't feel like the vibe is where it's supposed to be, I'm going to let it be known, because like I said also, at some point in time in life, you do be afraid to speak up. But I feel like now when you get older, you need to speak up and be 10 toes down with everything, because if it's affecting you or it's hurting you, especially if it's the company that you keep, you need to let it be known. Because like I said, we're grown. We don't want to be, okay, at times we can do kitty shit, but it's a time and a place for everything. Because time to tell everything to waste, and I ain't got time to be telling no grown-ass woman or no grown-ass man what to do. So when it comes to company, you really got to bring your P's and Q's, because there's always the flip side of the company that you keep at times that is just like, whoa, I ain't know you was like that. Let's talk about the best of ourselves right now. Let's talk about the negative side of company within family and friends. When it comes to the family, at times you would think you wouldn't have to deal with that. Sometimes you do. I'm not lie to you, like, I'm not really as close with my family, and sometimes it's like outside of my household, and sometimes that sucks. Like when I get older, I'm like, damn, when you get around them, it's like kind of weird. I feel like it's kind of weird, but sometimes it's like, sometimes you don't need that type of company in your life, because you know what's best for you, you know what's not, So when it comes to family, I'm real big on that. When it comes to company for them, I don't want no negativity. I don't want no drama. I don't want no kitty. I don't want nothing that's going to get me out of character. And the type of person I am, like, I'm very sweet, I don't give off mean girl vibes. Sometimes people think, that's another thing too, I feel like with a company you keep too, and then like I feel like when you introduce somebody to another part of your friend group / your company that you keep around, sometimes they be like, oh, this bitch thing, she bougie, this thing think she bougie, this Miss thing think, no. Like, there's another thing too, like when it comes to company you keep, you can tell who know you and who don't, and you can tell if the company you keep tell their company, their other side of their company, how you move, how are you, and sometimes I don't want to clash certain companies. Like I said, like when it comes to friends and your best of friends, sometimes you cannot clash them together, because at times it's like it could be good and it can be bad. And like I said, when it comes to my friend group, it's very small. So it's like everybody in my friend group are like my best of friends. Literally, like they're my best of friends. I really don't have as many like friends. Like just say friend, it's my friend. I consider like the ones I'm close with and talk to them down there almost every day. They're my best of friends, because those are the people that I feel as though that I don't have no problems with. I don't have no problems with. We have our moments, sometimes I'll be really like, oh, like I be mad, and they be mad at me, but we get over it. Sometimes with your friends, like the company you keep at times, you can tell who who's here for a season and who's here for a reason. And I know y'all all experience it, especially when it comes to your family. At times, like they say, you can't do that. It's your family. Sometimes you gotta leave some of them alone. Some of them is only here for a season. Some of them is here for a reason. As well as them kinfolks. Shout out to some kinfolks, because sometimes the kinfolks is there for you than your own blood. They say blood is thicker than water, but sometimes that water, you need that water to survive, baby. So when it comes to the company you keep, especially with your family, please stay 10 toes down with them. Now, I ain't ready to lie to you. I have some family members that I wouldn't, be afraid to have around, take the time to talk, and things like that. And then I have some that I feel like it wouldn't go good, but it's okay, because you know how it is, and you know what you can handle, what you cannot handle, especially when it comes to the company that you keep around you. So, with that being said, if you are dealing with things that comes with the company you keep, I want you to evaluate on everybody. Every single body. If you feel like you've been getting a vibe from people and it just not have been going good, you feel like he or she being a snake, or he or she not doing the things that you do, like I mentioned a few episodes ago, when it comes to support, that impacts also the company that you keep. Your friends, your family, whoever you consider your A1, day one should be the ones that are pouring the most flowers for you, just as well as you do. And if you notice, you do the most and you don't receive the most in return, that's a red flag. And that's not somebody you want to keep in your corner, because if they're not respecting you the same way you respect them, that's a done deal. I'm sorry. People are like, that's not fair. You can't do that. What if they're not like that? It doesn't matter. I feel like when it comes to a lot of things that people accomplish in life and do in life and stuff, give them the same amount of energy, flowers, and all that, the same way they give it back to you in return. Because those are the people that you need to keep in your company. Those are the people that you need to keep on your side. Those are the people that you need to ride or die for, because them ones that just, like I said a couple episodes ago too, it's people that are really genuine, and it's some that's in the middle, I'm genuine, but then I'm really not. And it's some that just don't care. And you can tell, same thing in the company, you can tell who in your company is there for you and who's not. You can tell in your company who really supports you and who don't. You can tell who's in your company just to be there, just to report the news to the family or friends, to say, oh, he or she think this, Miss Thing or Mr. Thing, Mr. Something. You know how that goes. Come on now. Especially in the black community, y'all know how this goes. Y'all know how this shit goes. Y'all know how word of mouth get around and time again. But this is what I need y'all to let this soak in. I want y'all to leave this lingering in your mind. The company that you keep can affect you in ways that you want it to go. And sometimes I feel like a person can't make you do stuff. And I totally agree with that, because how can a person make you do something that you don't want to do? You are in control of everything that you do. You are in control of every single thing you do. Keep that in mind. I'm going to say it again. You are in control of everything you do. Every little thing. From the decisions that you make, from the people you allow in your life, to the things you allow in your life. So when it comes to that company, really think about it. Especially when it comes to company to your house. Yeah, that's another thing too I want to talk about. When it comes to company coming into your house, I feel like a lot of people do not need to know where you lay your head at. A lot of people do not need to know your safe place at. Because a lot of people do not belong in your house to be your company. Like I said, it's some that really care. You have that company that's really all into, your house is so amazing. Then there's some that's they're here to get a tour and report to the family and friends what's going on. Then there's some that just want to be plain nosy or trying to shit on you or trying to really go toe to toe, tit for tat with you. Oh, how you get this? I'm supposed to be the only one to have that. Nah, we're not doing that. So in 2024, I want y'all guys to remember this. The company that you keep, you are in control of who you keep around and why you cut certain people off. And that's another thing I wanted to talk about. When it comes to company, a lot of people be like, why you do this? Why you do that? Why you don't want to deal with me? Because sometimes the things that you do, I don't allow. Sometimes your move, I don't like that. And I know it's hard at times to accept, because it's like, some of these people we grew up with, some of these people we met, like, I don't want to do this to you, but at times you have to, because like I said, when it comes to the company you need to stay 10 toes down on it. You need to feel respected. You need to understand that you are important, you are valuable, you are the most important thing in the world. You're everything. You're amazing. You're one of a kind. You are going to make an honest living. You're going to be somebody. You are important. I'm not the type to talk down on nothing or nobody. I'm the type to manifest on a lot of things. I don't like talk about negativity, but sometimes it's like you gotta get it out, because, like I said, I'm not gonna report bull crap to y'all. I'm gonna report everything that I can in a positive way, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. I've been in situations where it came to company and I couldn't even keep no more because of the way that people move. The company that I have now, I love them so hard. It's nothing in this world I wouldn't do for them. Certain stuff is a limit, certain stuff if it involves the law, yeah, you got me going. Like, nah, I'm good. But no, on the real, like, I'm the type of friend that'll go all in. Family member, I'm going in. Like, my immediate family, anything they do, the biggest or littlest accomplishment, I don't give a damn what it is. I'm the biggest goddamn cheerleader they got in that company. Then that's the part of their company, their space. When it comes to friends, when it comes to people coming in your house, I'm still on that topic right now. Let's jump back on that. I'm real big on my safe place. When it comes to the company that I bring in this house, if you don't, you know how it is. The first 3 links, I'm going to treat you like a guest. But after that third, baby, you should know what's going on now. You should know what's going on, and you should know how to operate and why you operate the way you is. And I feel like when you come to somebody's house, act like you know. Act like you know. Like, for instance, like when I come up, when I tell people, you come over, in my mind, I'm like, we grown. You should know what to do and what not to do. So it kind of company. I know they're probably like, oh, you talking about companies, like businesses. We're going to get back on that too, y'all. But now I'm talking about the company you bring in your house. Because that's another thing. I do not play when it comes to people that come to my house and they got a nasty ass attitude. My mama is so big on sage, so big on positive energy. If you come in here with negative energy and it like, affect one of us, she going to sage this entire house. My mother does not tolerate toxic energy. Both my parents don't. My mother is just really big on that sage. It's to the point where, like, I got into it. Like, if I feel like you come in my house and your energy is off, you're not coming back. You're not. Or if you come to my house, or like if say like family members, they come over your house, it's no problem. They want a particular day, they want to get crazy. Oh, baby, once you leave, all them attitudes and moods, that vibe you had, is getting staged out. Because I feel like also too, when it comes to a company that come in your house, baby, you gotta really be 10 toes on them. You really gotta stay on your P's and Q's and really keep an eye open on them. Because like I said, your house, your apartment, wherever you consider your home is one of the most safest places ever. That's the place where you feel safe. That's the place that you are able to say, this is my house, this is my room, this is my safe place, this is where I feel safe at. Wherever you consider your safe space, you really gotta be big on who you allow in there. I don't care how close y'all are. I don't care how long you knew the person. At times you really gotta be picky and choosy on if you want to have the person come to your house. Like, it took me a minute to have certain friends over. It took, especially when it comes to dating. When it comes to dating, I'm not letting just anybody come to that front door. If we are not on good terms before you become my company, what makes you think you're gonna step foot on this threshold of my house? What makes you think you're gonna step on that welcome mat? Let it sink in, God, because I know we've been through this. And like I said, as we enter 2024, we got to really think big. And we really got to think on what we're going to allow and what we're not going to allow. Because the 3 things are we being selfish, we popping out, and we taking control this year. And when it comes to company, take control of what you're going to allow and what you're not going to allow. So 1, when it comes to your house, Whatever you consider your safe space, take control of that. Don't let anybody or anything try to control what you got going on. Because one, they don't pay your bills, they don't put nothing in your house, or they not even a roommate or whatever y'all consider. You're a guest. Act like you know. Okay? Alright. So let's jump back into the business when it comes to company. When it comes to a company, I always consider, like, especially when it comes to $1 million company that's probably dealing with $1 million contracts, you don't want that shit fucked up. Baby, I worked for a company for a good year and a half. And I would say, like, the first 2-3 months when I was working with this company and learning all the ins and outs of it. When you dealing with a company and dealing with people, shit's not easy. Especially when you dealing with a company that's so big. When you working for a company that's big within the retail world and things like that, or like business world, finance, whatever it is, y'all really got to learn the ins and outs from the people that work inside of your company, such as, like, you know, that store or whatever, versus the people that's higher up, versus the people that's watching you. I learned a lot when it comes to this company business by me just working for this one particular company. Another company I work for within, like, the health field, I love it. I love the health field company because the way they operate with their staff, the way the benefits and everything, and not even just that, but the way they carry themselves and the way they don't allow certain stuff to be going on in their business. Versus in the retail world, at times you have them certain retail stores that they all with the shits. Some is like, I'm with it, then I'm not. And some is like, I don't even care. I seen it firsthand, dealt with it, and I told myself, if I was like, I'm not going to say if I ever, because I am going to have me a company, and I'm going to be a boss CEO. I consider myself a CEO because of my podcast, and I'm manifesting that this podcast going to blow the fuck up. To the point where, you know, it helps me out in the long run. But like I say all the time, if my podcast don't help a lot of people, as long as it helps someone, because that's the whole motive. When it comes to a company too, you want to also be able to advertise the right stuff. You don't want to ever advertise BS. Because when it comes to a company, people are looking at you on a higher pedestal. They're looking at you differently. They're looking at you like, oh, she or he know what you talk about. They know what they're doing. They know how to run a business. They know what's good. They know the ins and outs, the whoops, the corners, all that. You know, so when it comes to a company, y'all, that's another thing too. When it comes to, like, the company on the business side of things, you really got to build your P's and Q's. You really got to also have that mentality as well as that attitude, that vibe that you really want, that you mean it. Because like I said, I work for a company for a year and a half now, dealing with their retail. Baby, it's like the ins and outs. It's like sometimes you want to, like, be like, dang, I want to sit with the CEO of this company and be like, woo, I want to just, you know, have a talk with it. Sometimes like, nah, I think I'm going to leave that alone. But yeah, y'all, when it comes to the company, the 3 forms of company that I talked about today, such as the company that you work for, the company that you keep, and the company that you consider, you know, around you. Like I said, basically intertwined, or like the company you keep, whatever. So basically the two, like the company you keep with your family and friends, and the companies that you work for or want to work for or want to have. So yeah, basically those two. When it comes to those two, I hope you guys learn something from me. Because it's very important, especially, like I said, it's a new year, new shit going on. If you are building an empire company, congratulations to y'all. Shout out to y'all, because that's a lot. It's a lot to run a company. And I pray and I hope that y'all have $1 million company. Because it's like I said, when you build stuff from the ground up, that's one of the beautiful things. When you have that blueprint out, baby, that's one of the most amazing things ever. Like, if you're new here, baby, I love talking about a blueprint. I'm big on a blueprint, because whatever I got on a blueprint, I want to see it come to reality. I want that dream to come to reality. I want to see it. Whatever I manifest for or pray for, I want to see it come to reality. And if you are dealing with the company that you keep in, baby, I'm going to tell you this right now. Have that mirror conversation 5, 10, 15, 20 times, 25, 30 hours. I don't care. If you need to talk to yourself or talk to somebody or talk to the person you believe in, Jesus Christ or whoever, have that conversation to see who's here for a season and who's here for a reason. Because at times, like I said, we ignore the signs. I've been there, done that, y'all. Please don't get in my butt. Like I'm telling y'all nothing but the truth. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. I'm not doing that. We're human. We're real. Like, my podcast is based on self-empowerment and self-improvement. We're going to improve in any and everything that we do over here. Okay? Because I'm improving, elevating just like y'all are every day. So when it comes to the company that you keep, if you feel like something ain't right, take time, sit back and observe. Observe. And I'm going to tell y'all, I think I learned my good observer skills from my father. He loved wearing glasses. And I think that's why, like, when it comes to shades, when I'm out, I think I'm big on that too now, because my face expressions be bad. I'm not really lying. I feel like something not right. My face, my mug gonna break down like, what the? Nah. So yeah, take your time. If you need to read that person really well, or if you need to pull that person up, like, hey, let's have a chit chat. Can we talk for a bit or whatever? See it. If they're giving off signs that they only here for a season, it's okay. Tell them the respectful way, in an adult way, be the bigger person, There's nothing wrong with having to sit down with a person and seeing what's going on with their head. If you feel as though that they're having a moment or something, whatever, you could get through it, if you can understand that person, good. But if you feel like it's just a bull, and you're like, they only here for a season, just rub your hands, slap that on the wrist, whatever. Just end it in a respectful way so it won't be a way, certain people have animosity and be like, this is secret beef, when it's not. Because like I said, this year is all about being selfish, all about taking control, it's all about popping out. If we're not popping out with no bull crap, and we're not going to take control, we're not going to let our actions take control of bull crap, and we're not going to show people the negative side, because at the end of the day, this year is all about positivity, and we want to show nothing but the good side of things. So with that being said, if you're trying to build a company, kudos to you, baby. You got this. $1 million contract, $1 million platform, $1 million company is all in your favor. And to the other side, if you're dealing with a company that you feel as though that's rock with you to the wheels fall off, and they're here for a reason, big shout out to y'all. And if y'all having mixed feelings about the ones that are here, but you feel like it's here for a season, pull them up and do what you gotta do. If it gets ugly, then you know what type of company they are, and you just court them in the act. So with that being said, y'all, I thank y'all so very much for taking y'all time out of y'all busy ass days to sit and talk to me, listen to me, because this was a long one, and I feel like this had to be said because I felt in my heart and in my spirit that I needed to say this, because we go through it. We go through things, and sometimes the company that we keep is good for us and it's bad for us. And sometimes the companies that we work for or we running is good or bad for us as well. So on that note, I wish you guys nothing but peace and blessings. Please be safe out here, and please stay bundled up. And please stay on your P's and Q's. And with that being said, you guys will hear from me next Wednesday. Bye.